Hi everyone, and welcome again to Poets I Love. And today we're going to be talking about the National Poetry Slam because it's going on right now in Decatur, Georgia. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all the organizers and all of the poets who were in Decatur right now, and all the hard work they're doing on stage, off stage, all of that stuff. The National Poetry Slam is something that's really important to me, and I've been there a few times, and I've had wonderful experiences there, and I just wanted to say thank you to all the volunteers. It's in a different city every year, so it's a whole new team of people, kind of working really hard, promoting it, making sure that the event goes off, getting hotels kind of worked out, getting events scheduled, getting venues, all that really hard work that goes into it, and all of the poets who are there performing and doing the shows and competing. So, PSI is the organizer of the National Poetry Slam. The first National Poetry Slam, I think, was in 1990, and at that event, there was only 3 teams. I think it was New York, San Francisco, and Chicago. And now, in 2016, we have over 72 teams competing. 72 is the cutoff, and then other teams are waitlisted, or they're still there, still participating in the event. So that being said, there's thousands of poets in Decatur right now, all performing poetry. It's like poetry intensive. There's workshops. There's kind of like late night ciphers where everybody's just reading poetry to one another, where there's no competition, and of course there's the competition. And so, that's one of the things that I really love about the National Poetry Slam, where it's just like all poetry all the time, and it's just so inspiring and so wonderful. It's such a joyous experience. And for someone like me who is from the West Coast, the National Poetry Slam is a great opportunity for me to see what the poets are doing and talking about, and what their style is like in the East Coast, or in the South, or in the Midwest, or in the Southwest. It's a great opportunity for me to kind of think outside the box, because when you're around people who are kind of like the same style as you, you kind of think that that's the only way it's done. And Nationals is like, wow, you can have your mind expanded as to what is possible on stage, what is possible in team pieces, what is possible in solo pieces. And you kind of see what the poetry community is doing right now, and that's what I like. And the thing that I really like about Poetry Slam in general is that it's kind of like a microcosm of society, or it's like a mirror to society. So every year you kind of hear poems that are about what's going on right now. There's a sense of urgency at the National Poetry Slam to get information out, to make a connection, and there's so many poets to make connections with. Sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed when I go to these events, because there's thousands of people, and I want to connect with everybody and talk to everybody. And when I do talk to people, it's like these pockets of like these intense connections and conversations, and this feeling of joy that people understand where you're coming from, and people get it, and that's something that you take with you back home, and it's kind of like artistic nourishment, for the next time that this happens. Like, there's so many friends that I have that I only see at the National Poetry Slam, because I don't get to go out to Chicago, I don't get to go to Denver, I don't get to go to New York usually. And so this is an opportunity for everybody around the country to connect and to share and to inspire one another, which I think is the most important thing for any artistic community, is that connection and that sharing, because I think it makes us all better artists. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, poets, and thank you so much, organizers. I know everybody's doing a really hard job, doing some really good work out there, and I just want to give my greatest gratitude and say I wish I could be there with you all, and I will be over here sitting, listening, waiting for things to come on YouTube, because that's the only way I can share in the experience, but vicariously. I love you all, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.